What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. We are on episode 6 here of Captain's Corner. Today I am accompanied by a special guest, somebody that a lot of people might not thought would have come on this show, but I am very happy to have Suborneer. What's up, dude? How are you doing?
What's up, man? I'm doing pretty good.
Great. Before we start this, I have a question. I might be the only one who wants to know this, but is it sub or near, or is it sub or near? Like, how do you say it?
Just Suborneer.
Suborneer. Okay. Suborneer. Got it. Got it. Cool, cool. So I'm super thrilled to have you on. I know we've had our differences in the past, but I don't have any issues with you. I don't think you have any issues with me. So I'm glad that you're here. I want to preface this with who are you as a person, right? Like I think so many people in 8012 have this like image of you in their head. And I want to know who you personally, who you are, and how you came into 8012.
Uh, I think I joined 8012 when one of my friends, like 2 years ago or something, I was like in the lowest tier possible. I was like a crusader or some shit. And he was like, yo, we should play in this league. And I was like, all right. And I joined that team and I ended up leaving that team and they ended up winning actually that season.
That's funny. Do
Uh,
you remember
but
who that friend was?
BDBR.
PTBR does not ring a bell. I don't really know that many people in the lower divisions though, but shout out that person for sure. Um, so going into this season, I know before this season in particular, you've been friends with Rhino for quite a while. You made a team together in season 37 as well. Um, how did you come to know Rhino, and how have things kind of jived between the two of you and like the teams that y'all have put together?
Uh, I first met Rhino when I stood in for him on Ten Toes. I forget what season it was, but I played support for him there. And then the next season, he asked me to join after Simba and someone else left. What team was it? Green Fury. So I joined that team, and that's when like we actually started playing together, like on a regular team.
Hmm. Okay, cool, cool. I know Rhino's like your biggest defender. He's your biggest fan as well. I know y'all are very good friends. Which is very cool that y'all have gotten to play together multiple times. You mentioned playing support when you stood in. I wanted to ask you, you've played one, you've played three, and you've played four, from what I know, in your past. Which position do you think is your best? Which one would you prefer?
Pause one.
Pause
Pause one.
one? Pause one?
Yeah.
Okay. I think your pause one's pretty good. I mean, you've fucked my team multiple times with Spectre. You're cracked with pause one. Um, so I'm glad that you're finally able to play what you wanted to then. For this season. Um, so you were the former captain for this team. Obviously I don't know the details. You might still do most of the captain duties. I don't know. But as far as 8012 goes, they removed your captaining a few weeks ago. Um, how did that change your team's dynamic in any way? Or did it not really
No, that
matter?
didn't change anything. It
It
didn't
didn't.
change anything.
Okay, okay. Cool. So do you still do like how does your team work in terms of like drafting? Like is it mostly you? Is it mostly someone else? You'll all just kind of talk together? How does that kind of go down?
Uh, we try to have like draft plans going in, but mostly it's like everyone gets whatever hero they want. Like we don't care that much about it. We just don't want to verse the broken bullshit like SB and whatnot. The
Yeah.
hero's fucking cancer as fuck.
Yeah,
But
that's
I
perfectly.
really don't care about draft outside of like if we want to pick some really stupid heroes, in which case I'm like, please don't play this show.
Yeah, like Rhino Broodmother.
That's the main one on the list.
That's the main one on the list.
Rhino
That's
Brood. What else is there? I think that's really it. A Rhino can play literally anything. I don't care. Just not this Brood hero. My lord, does this hero suck?
that's fair. That's fair. Um, so a few weeks ago, or I say a few weeks ago, it's been a while now because of all the holiday and different instances that have happened. So when the roster replacements happen, I don't want to go too deep into it. I know everybody has kind of touched the subject in some kind of way, and people have their own skewed beliefs. But from you, since you were the captain at the time, you were the one who made these roster replacements. Um, from your perspective, how did this go down? And how did you end up getting the two players that you ended up getting?
Well, there was just a lot of animosity on the team before we made the roster swaps, and people weren't like gelling together. I don't know. I had a lot of issues with my pos five in terms of like the lane and like how he was communicating.
Hmm.
And then Bobino also, he hasn't even played Dota in like 2 months. The guy just doesn't play Dota anymore.
Okay,
So, but like me and Bobino are cool. I love that guy. He's like a brother to me.
I got you.
But it's just it wasn't a fit for the team. So we weren't originally planning on getting Senpo, but I just like remembered he had a looking for team post, and I was like, oh, I remember this guy. And then I hit him up, and he's like, yeah, for sure. And then that's how he came on there. And then Jukester, Rhino just asked him, and he said sure, and it's been a good fit.
Nice, nice. I'm glad. Um, I think you guys at the start, I think you guys tried many different things. You tried putting Sun Pos 1, you tried putting Senpo 4. I think Senpo 1 for like a week as well. Um what were y'all's
Simple
thought
mid was
process?
the main one.
What?
It was Simple mid Sun one,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then
What was y'all's thought process for like swapping things around, and like how did you finally come to your what you have solidified as positions now? Like how did you finally get to that end result?
uh, I think everyone was like mostly fine with Sun one, Sun Pro two, and shit. But I was like, I don't want to play this fucking dog shit role. Like, I want to play carry. And then we just went back to me carry Sun mid, Sun Pro four, and that's how it went to be. That's how it went the first time too. When Bobino was on carry, I was like, I can't fucking play this game
Hmm.
without playing carry. Like, it's so fucking crazy. And then I went carry, and then yeah, that's what ended up happening. I just asked for carry.
Gotcha, gotcha. Um, I do want to ask you. This is a bit of a controversial question, so if you don't want to answer, you don't have to. But I'm trying to get all the juicy details here for Conqueror regarding Senpo. I'm pretty sure you know where this is going. You claimed that he was a rigged stand-in, and then proceeded to pick him up, and a lot of people had an issue with that. Is there anything you want to say on that? And I want to know what your thought process was with picking him up. Was it
I
out of spite, or how did this go down?
I've said this multiple times. He was a rig stand-in on Samsara because that team couldn't win a game without subbing in any of their players.
Okay.
But he's not a rig stand-in on any other team. I don't care what other team picks him up that's in playoffs. But like Samsara, that team wasn't 2-0ing anyone without Sanpo, respectfully.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
That's why I
so
said it was rigged
gotcha. So
because
you
it
think
ruined
that
Bryn's
his
chances of doing anything. But Bryn
gotcha.
wasn't gonna make it anyways.
So you think that his rank adjustment or whatever it is now is an accurate representation.
I think it's an accurate representation. I think the people on Samsara weren't an accurate representation of their badges.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I think that is a very valid response. Um, so regarding Discord and regarding you as a pause one player, I've heard some people, outside of Rhino, because I know Rhino's your biggest fan, but outside of Rhino, I've heard multiple people say that you are cracked as pause one, and I've heard other people say that you are horrible as pause one, and that your mental doesn't let you play pause one. As somebody who has scrimmed your team, I think like 4 or 5 times, I think your pause one is very good. And I want to ask you, going into the rest of playoffs, how do you feel in terms of your skill as pause one in relation to the other teams that are left in playoffs right now?
I think I'm the best player in Conk, and
The
so I'm not
best
worried
player
about
in
anyone.
conk, really.
I'm not worried about anyone.
I mean, you heard it here first, guys. You heard it here first. I mean, I respect it though. I respect it. You think you're the best. That's awesome.
And
Um,
all these people barking, and most of them are in lower bracket. I really don't care what they have to say.
I mean, yeah, that's perfectly fair. I mean, the only other upper bracket team right now is Dynamite, and I don't think any of them even say anything to anybody really. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Um, I do want to ask you if there's something you could say to anybody in Conquer, what would it be? since you can't really talk in the Discord?
What would it be? I mean, I wish either Savage Spirits or Go Play Offlane a good off season, as one of them will be losing. It's gonna be a great day for me to see one of those teams go.
A great day for you. Is there who is the one team you want in grand finals?
Uh, I don't know. That's a hard question. I hate a lot of people equally. It's like who would I want to see in grands? Fuck, man, that's a hard question.
It is a hard question.
If I could first go play offlane in grands, that'd be sick. But they're not gonna make it to grands, so probably either rejects or dynamite. One of those.
Rejects or Dynamite? I mean, I hope we make it, dude. I hope we make it. I'd fucking love to verse you in grants. But okay. I do think the GPO versus SS series will be an insane series nonetheless. Obviously
Yeah, I think it'll
one's
be
going home,
2-0.
so
I think it'll be 2-0 Savage.
you do? You really think that?
They've been getting fucking clapped in scrims GPO by Savage.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember, yeah, I think I looked at it like a week and a half ago. I think Chev was talking or something, and they'd lost like 3 scrims, and they'd only won one game out of like 3 scrims. So
Yeah, I mean they're nothing special. I mean, this pony guy on Go Play Offlane has said the most. And I used to be on a team with him and I kicked him off the team because I said he was bad. And this guy drops from fucking like Ancient 4 to Legend 2 in recals because he is bad.
yeah, I was really confused about why he clicked the recalibration button because he was Ancient 5 at the end of last season because I played on a champion team with him last season. And at the end of last season, he was Ancient 5. He fell to Ancient 3, I think, during this season, and then he clicked the recal button. And I was like, if, in my thought process, it's like, if you're already losing games, why are you clicking recal? So that was a bit weird. But I think GPO still has some strengths. I think between Jamie and Chev, I think, they can hopefully bring
They
something
are
out. I
the
hope it's a good
only
series.
they're the only players on that team, respectfully.
Respectfully, of course. Respectfully.
I mean, I may not like Jamie or Chev as people, but they're decent players.
Yeah, I can get behind that for sure. Um, so going into say the next season of 8012, say just hypothetically, let's put this season aside. Do you plan to captain your own team? Since you will be able to again.
No, I won't be able to.
Oh, you won't be able
If
to?
you
Did
look
I
at
read
the
that wrong?
announcement, if you look at the announcement, I can't captain.
Oh, ever?
But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's until they give it back or some shit. But I don't think they're going to.
Oh wow, I did
Did you
not.
do?
That's my bad. I did not read that. Then I'm so sorry. I thought it was just for
They're
this season.
savage.
That is actually crazy.
No, but uh, after I win the season, I'm probably retiring from 80s ball. So
Really?
yeah, I mean that's only if I win. If I don't win, then I'll be playing next season.
Yeah. If you
But
don't win, you have something to
I've
prove.
yeah, but I'm pretty sure I'm winning the season.
I mean,
So
dude, more power to you, man. Y'all are in a really good spot right now. You're guaranteed top three at least. And if you win, what is you don't have to play next week, right? You can play the week after is when you're
no, we're playing on the 7th. They moved it on the
okay.
80s side.
Yeah.
But the one thing I saw the core interview, and he got asked if your team's playing the best, are you guys the best? What kind of question is that? That's him saying they're the best, bro. Like any team that is playing good can win any series. Like what kind of copium is he fucking smoking? Answering a question like that. My team's the best when we're playing like 70% compared to the rest of these teams.
I mean, I'm just here to ask the questions, I'm just here to get the info. I think Core has a couple very good players. I think his offlaner is very good. And so I am excited to see y'all's series in 2 weeks. But I will say that I think your team, I think if you guys, this may be a hot take from me personally, but I think if you guys get a good draft in terms of heroes that you guys want to play or good at playing, you guys outperform probably every single team. I think that if one of you guys do not get a hero that you want, say for instance you get like Sven in a bad Sven game, or Rhino gets a hero that he can't do anything on, I think that that player just tilts themselves mentally because of how bad of a game it is for that hero, and then you guys just don't play it well at all. And so I think that a team like Dynamite, where they play really well as five, like they play very coordinated Dota, if they were to get maybe a better draft in some way, I think it's very scary for you guys. I think that is like one of you guys' weaknesses, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Well, we make it work. I think the one game we dropped to helmets on was just like really bad execution on our end more than anything. Because I think we should have two helmets on. What hero did they play? What was their carry that game?
It was the Weaver versus Luna matchup.
Was it Weaver?
Yeah,
It was. You're right.
it
It
was.
was.
There were like three different fights where you on the Luna and the Weaver tried to man up, and it's like Weaver just too shy. It was actually insane how
Yeah.
good that hero
Uh,
is.
I was tilted in that game over some stuff, but that game is what it is.
Yeah.
I was so farmed in that game too. What can you do?
No, yeah, I think I remember looking at like I think it was like 28 or 27, something like that. You were like 5,000 ahead of everybody else, and I'm like, holy shit, dude, it's insane. But then Weaver's a hero in Dota 2, so sad.
Yeah. I don't know what Changstein's problem is with me, to be honest. I like don't think I've ever said anything to that guy.
Changstein? Why do you say that?
I don't know. That guy was fucking tipping me and calls me a clown in fucking Twitch chats. And I'm like, what? Bro. And then I just had my team tip him
That is
during the game. And then he goes into the Discord and fucking cries about fucking all chat when he says, Core, are you watching? In all chat. Bro, like what are you fucking talking about? Like I know you wanted to win, bro, but you're just not that guy.
you're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. um, I yeah, I think I mean outside of game two because obviously you guys lost, but I think game one and three were very very one sided. Like you guys just outperformed to the next level basically. Especially game three with like the fountain camping, it was just like it was depressing. Honestly, it's like holy shit. So I
That I
think
was sending a message to them.
that was sending a
They're,
message.
it's different tax brackets.
Different tax brackets, dude. The Rhino special. I'm in a different tax bracket. I love it. I love it.
I,
Um,
I, I gotta give Changstein credit. I mean his axe was pretty good.
yeah. No, I think
His axe was good, but he's a one trick axe, respectfully.
I didn't know that actually. That's good info for me. Thank you.
I
I
haven't
have to
seen him
play this
play
team,
any
so
other hero good. I haven't seen him play any other hero good other than axe.
really.
Yeah,
Hmm.
honestly. Like he can only play axe.
That is good info since I have to play him next week. Thank you. Um, so outside of other teams in this current series of playoffs, I want to ask you, do you feel personally that the basically indefinite comp ban until they decide was justified for you?
I don't know. I don't think it was. I think there's a lot of other toxic people in 8012 that are just. I think it's because there was enough people that wanted me banned that it happened.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I was that toxic to the point where I deserve to be comp banned. But it is what it is. I mean, what can I do about it? I can't control the admins.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
I definitely think a lot of decisions are made based on popularity contests, literally. I mean, that's kind of like a given, right? Like some of these decisions that are made are just a popularity contest from the people that ask for it, pretty much.
yeah,
Um,
I think it is what it is. I mean, what can I
yeah,
do about it?
yeah. So I have two last questions for you. One of them I'm gonna ask first about next season. If you, this is just a hypothetical. I know that you think you're gonna win this season, and I think you have a really good shot, and I'm rooting for you. If you don't win this season, though, do you plan to run back Conqueror, or are you looking at a different division?
It depends what rank I'm gonna be up to. I've been winning a lot of my pubs recently, so I mean, we'll see.
Okay,
Uh,
so if you're around this rank, maybe one star more, do you plan to go run back Conqueror?
Probably, yeah, at that point.
Okay.
It depends where like all the people are at, because I want the smoke with everyone
Yeah.
that's in this tier.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. So my last question, I don't know if you've watched any of the content. I asked this question to everybody. So even if you have biased opinions, okay, try to just appease me for this question. I want to know one person in 82L that you respect, and you can't say Rhino, and one pro player that you look up to, or that is like a model for how you play Dota.
Uh, I respect Senpo and Juicer because they are great sport players.
That's nice. I
If
love
you're
it.
gonna get me to say I like anyone on any other team, you're absolutely wrong. I will never say that.
Really? Not even
Never.
Riley? I thought Riley's your boy.
I don't respect anyone until the season's over.
That is fair. That is okay. That's fair. And what pro player?
Me and Ame, we go way back.
Really? Very cool. What is there a
I do
reason
have
for
him as
that?
my profile pic and name and Steam profile pic
Oh,
because I
I
want
know.
to play like Ame.
Really? Okay.
So Ame's
That's
the goat.
Ame's very good. So, all right. Well, Sub, I want to say thank you so much for this interview. It has been a pleasure. I'm glad that we were able to finally get this going. I'm very sorry about my schedule. But it was a pleasure to have you, man. I really appreciate it.
For sure, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Of course. Take it easy, brother. Peace.
You too, man. Peace.